In this lesson, we'll learn how to use filters to select and deselect different elements in your plan so that you can work with only the ones that you want to. So let's take this simple plan as an example. We're going to go ahead and highlight everything. Once everything's selected, let's assume that we want to work with the 4 diffusers on the left-hand side of the screen while deselecting the piece of mechanical equipment on the right. Although in this plan it would be easiest just to drag a box over the 4 diffusers, actual plans might have more complex interconnections. So to deselect something while leaving other elements selected, go to the ribbon when you have multiple different elements highlighted, and under the Selection tab, click Filter. The Filters window will appear, which tells you about the items that you have selected. Currently, we have 4 air terminals, what we call diffusers, selected, as well as 1 piece of mechanical equipment. Because we want to keep the diffusers selected and unselect the mechanical equipment, left-click the checkbox next to mechanical equipment and click Apply. You can see on the screen that the 4 air terminals are still selected, while the piece of mechanical equipment, which was blue, is now deselected. Once you've deselected everything you need to, click OK. If you want to save this selection format for future use, allowing you to select only supply diffusers quickly, from the Selection panel, click Save. A menu will appear that will allow you to save this particular viewing template so you can return to it again easily if you need to in the future. In this case, we're simply going to name it 4 diffusers, and accordingly, this template will allow us to select only those 4 diffusers very quickly. Now that it's saved though, we need to figure out how we can access it. To do that, go to the top of the screen and click on the Manage tab. Then, from under the Selection panel, click on the Load Selection button. That's the middle of the 3 buttons under the Selection panel. Once you click it, a menu will appear, allowing you to retrieve your saved selections. Because we've only created the 1, that's the only one that will appear right now. Now, simply click on the selection that you want to access, in this case, 4 diffusers, and click OK. You'll see on the screen that the 4 diffusers are selected, just like before. If you want to edit the view, say by removing 1 or more of the diffusers, from the Modify Air Terminals tab, under the Selection panel, click Edit Selection. Now we'll click on which selection type we want to edit, and click Edit. After you press Edit, you'll notice that the ribbon changes again. You'll see Add to Selection and Remove from Selection, which accordingly will allow you to add or remove different elements from your chosen selection. In this case, we're going to try taking off 1 of the diffusers. So after choosing Remove Selection, we're going to left-click on the top left diffuser. It will be removed from the selection, and now we can click Finish Selection. Click on OK again, and your editing of the selection will be saved. To confirm that what we have done is stuck, go back up to the top of the screen and click on Load Selection. Select 4 diffusers again and hit OK. If you look carefully, you'll see that the diffuser on the top left is now unselected, while the other 3 are selected. So those are the basics of creating and saving selections that you can then revert to when you need it. Now let's have a quick review. In this lesson, we covered a number of different aspects of filters, including what they are, how to edit them, and how to save existing filters so we can have particular selections. We also showed how to take an existing selection and edit it, so we can add or subtract additional elements. Thanks for watching.